Improve his
improve his
stamina, which I doubt.
hopefully which
or
has,
something, or yeah, that he has no disadvantage
yeah. So
while using it or side
mm.
effects.
And we haven't seen guy go to the 8, use the gates yet. Maybe
Then again, man, he won't use the final gate unless he
has.
absolutely has to, because they did say back in the day, man, it's like if you use that, you die.
Because that is gate of death, isn't it?
Remember,
It's
he
Yeah,
used the 7 gate against Kisame,
literally,
and then for like a couple of chapters, this guy was like
he was out of it,
touched
man,
him.
all the way until the beginning
He's
of
in
the war.
pain. Like it's only
yeah, he said
recently he's recovered
it.
from that.
Exactly, man. You saw that in the little where everyone's in little Gora's first speech, in
Mm.
it. Guy was still out cold, man. He could barely stand up still.
Pretty much, he took everything out of him. That was the point of the gate, isn't it? Seventh gate. So
Exactly, man. And how long after that? How long
don't,
after he used it was that?
It's a long time ago.
very long. It was quite a few
Like
chapters, wasn't
he
it?
only
That battle was actually
yeah
last
he
year.
only actually bounced back when it came to Zabuza and Haku coming back. That's when he actually bounced back
Yeah,
Yeah,
into action. But it took Sakura healing him like I don't know how long she was healing him for, but yeah,
how many times a day?
she had to
Exactly. They should
recover.
just continuously.
Um,
more or less.
but it makes sense that he's one gate away from death, so obviously he's gonna be messed up for a while.
So
Yeah.
you think he'll be? So you thinking he what written off, or
Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't see him going back to
that's what I'm wondering. Like,
seven, but
yeah,
so what? So,
No, if they're gonna write a guy, yeah, they're gonna write Kakashi at the same
yeah.
time.
yeah, clearly,
Both of
innit?
them will go together.
So
Rose to the end kind of thing, innit?
Exactly.
what? Have we covered everything then?
Yeah, man. That's everything that I have done.
Let me think. More or
More or less.
less, yeah, it was pretty much just a battle
Let's
today.
try something
So,
new. Let's try a prediction. So each of us give a prediction for next chapter. What we think might happen. So Reese, what's your prediction for next chapter?
hmm,
Next chapter, yeah. Uh, I think the next chapter at the end of it, they're probably gonna break his mask off,
Let's,
and then
uh,
that's what I'm thinking, man. They're gonna like finally land a substantial enough blow to actually break his
yeah.
mask, and then it'll just end with like them reacting to seeing his face, but they won't show it.
yeah,
They'll show like the back of his head, the back of Toby's head, and then like them just it's obviously gonna be someone they know, but
We're not gonna see the face, but they're gonna
obviously,
see the
yeah,
face.
we ain't gonna see it. We ain't gonna see it for at least a good couple for at least a couple
All
weeks,
right.
man.
So Raf, what's your
I was actually, I was gonna say the same thing. Oh gosh, I don't know now. I'm actually thinking.
Well, if it's the same thing, then you can use that as just,
The only thing I'm gonna say, no, I'll say something different. I want to keep this a bit more very
you know,
variety. What Mary said earlier, I don't think this will happen next chapter. So I'll just say maybe in the next few chapters. We were saying I think Naruto might use Yellow Flash.
yeah.
Probably. I don't know. It's kind of a speculation. That's all I can think of
It
at
would
this
make
point. I
sense because
mean,
it'll
he
make him
did.
fast enough to catch Toby off guard.
It would,
And
wouldn't
they
it?
have
Yeah,
actually they've hinted at it already as well,
that
man.
he's used it in some
Like when you remember when Kasame first turned up
kind of
in
form, innit?
Now, but
in the waterfall, and then he used it, and it's like that was like a yellow
can you
flash, and he got
consider
stuck in
that
the
it's
wall.
not really the actual yellow flash? It's more they assuming it's not a yellow flash because he's actually yeah he's
Yeah,
yellow and he's moving really fast, so it
Yeah,
seems like a
it's
yellow
more
flash.
of like
While
pretty much
I mean Minato's technique is more of a teleportation juice. Naruto was just using speed. Minato teleports.
just pure speed.
So
yeah.
Yeah,
and
But you know what I mean, man? They've kind of like been hinting that Naruto's
no,
inheriting all of his
I'm
techniques.
not
like
disregarding that, but I'm saying that it's a technique
Yeah,
that has to be learned. It's
what
not just gonna
happened?
like do it like that. It needs to be and
No, clearly that's gonna be
and that's the
yeah,
relevance of those three guys that got introduced before that the Minato's subordinates that they can use the yellow flash technique. And apparently there's a quote one of them said that no Sonata said we're saving this technique for Naruto that apparently they're gonna teach him sometime soon later on down the line.
yeah.
So he will acquire the yellow flash technique and then he'll be really overpowered then.
But yeah, but Chris, what's your
My
prediction?
prediction hmm. I'm gonna go on
yeah.
a different route. I'm gonna say that Kishimoto is gonna continue to tease us. We won't get a reveal of Toby. We'll probably get hints of like we got last chapter, like who it might be, like just to tease us a bit more. I think it's gonna be another action chapter.
Oh, like
Maybe
yeah,
this chapter was Naruto and friends going on the offensive. I think next chapter it might be Toby going on the offensive. For next chapter,
yeah.
that's my prediction. But I don't really see Kishimoto revealing anything that
Mm,
significant next chapter. It's more of just teasing us a bit
uh,
longer to drag it out, to drag it
mm.
on basically. Um,
And that guy likes to tease.
yeah, he
Basically, yeah, it's
he's
just
been teasing this character
plot
for how
tease, isn't
long?
it?
He's just how many years
Yeah.
has it been now? At least 2 years he's been teasing this damn.
I think it's been just over 2 years, I think, yeah.
So and that's right the second biggest
Yeah.
mystery in Naruto at the moment. So I don't think he wants to reveal it that soon. Like the second, like he's one of the biggest mysteries. Who's Toby? The second one being who knows everything, in the ninja world where Sasuke and Orochimaru is going. That's only been recently, introduced though. So yeah, I don't really see any other big secrets in Naruto at the moment. I think once they wrap up stories, Toby's story arc, then that's it. We move on to Naruto versus Sasuke, then the story can quite happily end. In my opinion,
Yeah.
because there's no other. Oh, and then obviously find a way to kill Madara, who's no longer Edo Tensei, because he's no longer Edo Tensei. He hasn't got the cracks in his face
Oh
anymore.
man, forgot
His
about
eyes are
him.
normal, so he's like the gated Edo Tensei, but he's now immortal with unlimited chakra. So overpowered much.
Gosh, well, yeah, what's gonna happen with that?
Yeah,
They've also got to seal him somehow.
yeah,
It's gonna be some eternal seal, within it?
yeah.
Like, um,
Maybe.
Or maybe they. I
think
don't know.
about what's his name, and I can't remember.
I have a
They're
wild
gonna blow him
prediction.
up into pieces. Like,
Oh, like
I do have a
go on.
wild prediction,
what? Go
man.
on.
The way they might beat him, they'll use the Moon's Eye plan on
On
him.
him.
Yep, on
What?
Madara,
Put
and
him in
that's
the
it.
eternal Genjutsu.
Yep,
You think someone like him will
yep.
be susceptible to something like that though? He's.
What effective?
But it's the most powerful Genjutsu you could ever come
But
up
why
with,
would
though.
Toby use it on Madara?
No, I didn't say Toby will use it
Or
on him. I'll just
Sasuke?
say it will end up. Just saying, I don't know who will use it, but it will end up getting used on
Oh,
him.
like backfiring.
Sasuke.
Yeah,
If Sasuke ever gets, if he ever uses that technique, that's it. This character, Kishimoto loves this guy too much. If he ever gives him that technique,
Mm. But that's the
but it'll
problem.
be a
That's
one-shot thing, though, man. If it is Sasuke who uses it, yeah, he might end up using it against Madara. Why? We don't know yet. Just something will make him turn on Madara, which is gonna have to
yeah,
happen. Kind of like team up just for this fight, and then after that, let's go Naruto,
yeah,
and then that's what will end up happening. I don't know, something like that,
okay.
something along those
something
lines,
along
isn't
them
it?
lines.
Alright, well,
You know how it is,
yeah,
isn't it? It's gonna kind of cliche, so
It's
it's
shonen,
shonen.
man.
Like, shonen can
exactly.
only get so original at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly.
it's original.
There's a basic storyline that
It
has
has
to follow.
to.
There's a basic
The protagonist has to win,
where it's got to work.
unless it's
Yeah.
Death Note. Ooh, but uh,
Yeah,
but yeah, I think we've gone over.
but that's for another
That's for
time.
another time. Yeah, we can go on about that again. But as I said, we went on a long one for this one as well because again, this was an amazing chapter. So, Raf,
Ratings.
what's your take on this one, man?
I'll give it a 9. I mean, for action anyway, and
Hmm.
I did enjoy the artwork as well. It was action packed. It was quick, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'll give it a 9.
Reese?
I'm giving it a 9 as well, man. If it had like a bit more, if it had like a bit more character development story into it, perfect. It'll be 100% perfect. But beautiful action scenes, man. Can't go
Yeah,
wrong with them.
Cool.
So yeah,
I'm
9.
gonna have to unfortunately agree with you guys. I'm gonna give it a 9 as well.
You try to troll, man.
It was a really good chapter. As
uh,
Reese said, if it had more story elements in it, it would have been a perfect 10. Because the action was on point.
definitely. Yeah,
Everybody, illustrating all their the signature techniques. Yeah, it was a good chapter. It just makes me more hyped for the next one. And I don't think we mentioned the color pages were very well done as well.
Oh
yeah, they
yeah,
were. They were
color, man.
very,
Very well.
very, very
Um,
You
clean,
kind of
man.
forget.
Very, very
Sometimes you
clean.
just forget to notice stuff like that because you're just so
you,
deep into reading it, man. Just like,
Yeah.
what's going on? What's going on? You sometimes forget about how sick the art looks, man.
yeah, like
Yeah, it was really good, isn't it?
it's a gradual improvement, with the artwork. Like it seems to be getting better and better every time. And obviously the stakes are higher now, so he has to make things look more dramatic and exciting.
More or less, yeah.
So things, the artwork itself just says how intense things are. So yeah, this chapter was amazing. Overall, obviously we're giving it a 9 because we all decided on 9.
Unanimous
Yeah.
decision.
And then next
So yeah, I'm looking forward
again,
to
3 in
the
a
next
row.
one.
Same here, man. next week needs to roll up quick.
Definitely, man. Yeah, definitely built up a suspense, man. So
Yeah. So
see what happens next
yeah, man.
week,
Definitely
innit?
next week. So, alright, guys, thanks for watching, and remember to comment and subscribe. Obviously comment because we want to know what you guys think about the chapter, and subscribe so you can get up to date videos from us. And yeah, man. So take care, guys.
Yep, take care.
See you next week.